What are you looking for?
Your bodyguard. They're not here.
Do they make
So guys, if you're actually looking for when this season is going to be dropping at the right place, can you watch the video to the end to know when it's going to drop? But before then, let's actually take a deep dive on what really is happening. So this is actually a story between Tana and a friend and Chris, which happens to actually be the bad guy that has a friend also, you know. Chris happens to actually be the dude that does this shady business thing, and he has his cartel, or he has the girls that actually works for him, and he actually probably pays them and all. But the one fateful day, he actually went out with these girls to actually cash fund, and someone actually came to serve him, which happens to be Tana. But Tana has actually they've actually met themselves on one occasion before, where Tana actually bluffed him that she's yeah, it's not her type, that she's actually more than him and all that. But seeing that Tana is actually just someone that serves drinks and all that, he just actually felt that someone of such status shouldn't actually talk to him that bad, that he could actually show her things better than what she's actually doing and all that. And they decided to actually talk with Tana's friend, which happens to be a close friend, on how we could actually have Tana in his house. And that one actually was in support of everything. And Chris said he's going to give her 5M or something like that. And that was why she actually did that. That was how Tana actually found herself in his house. At first, she was actually reluctant on the way she's actually having anything to do with him and all that. But gradually she started talking to him and eating and all that. But Chris happens to just be that business guy, so he actually has a business on his table that was actually being given to him by his friend. His friend said that he needs to actually come in this business, this that, and he felt that okay, cool, he can actually do such a business. But the condition on the business is that he needs to actually be married, because someone that's actually bringing in the business for them felt that the business is actually right for someone that is actually married. So Chris happens to actually be the single type. But since when this girl is actually in, he just felt that she could actually come in and be the right person for him. So gradually he started talking to her about his life and everything, and the girl actually shared up, and he actually told her that right now there's something on ground, that I want you to actually be my wife for the picture, and she was like, oh, that she can't do that, that she should actually let her go and all that. Then he actually pleaded with her and all that, that she should, that join him in this business thing and all. And she was like, okay, she's gonna do that, but they had to actually consider the whole percentage he was actually willing to give her. And he was actually saying that he's going to actually give her a 10% of the profit that actually comes out of the business. But she said, okay, yes, if you're going to actually give me anything, I can't actually collect anything less than 20%. And it was like, okay, cool, that she should actually be his wife for the picture. And that was how they actually decided to start the living together as husband and wife, just for the picture. And when it was time for the business, he has no choice than to actually introduce her as his wife.
No.
Are you sure?
What do you want?
So many things. But right now,
So his friend actually came home. I was like, who is this girl? And it was like, that's the wife, and picture for him and all that. So he was actually ready to introduce her. And all along, the Tana's friend has been worried about how she's actually faring. Her third friend has been worried about, no, that how come she hasn't actually called her or done anything, and and don't go deals without actually talking. But these has been days where Tana didn't actually reach out to her for whatever reason and all that. And But Anna is just there and she has been showing up and believing as the wife for the picture. So, the friend is actually aware, everyone is aware that she's actually there and all. But gradually he started, falling in love. But before then, the business actually came through where the man came to see Chris and wants to actually see his wife. So then they came downstairs to actually welcome the man. They were actually talking and the man was like, how is she to him, this, that, and she made a word that made Chris a little bit uncomfortable. She was like, she is Chris prisoner and all that. And Chris felt that that's not actually where she should make such a statement, but she just turned everything to a kind of literature style of saying that she's a prisoner for love, and they actually love each other rightly and all that. That they can't do without each other. This that. So gradually, the man talked about the reason why he actually felt that someone that is going to actually work for him should actually be married, because he started his business with his wife when they were actually younger. They've been doing the business for 25 years now, and such a business is actually growing because he is actually married with his wife, and such a thing requires anybody that is actually coming in should be married also with him also. So it's actually nice to meet Chris and the wife and all that. So that was how the thing actually went.
Why doesn't it show you off?
Well, let's just say I'm his prisoner. Baby?
After everything, Chris now fell in love genuinely with after the business, and he said he wants that to be his own main girlfriend, and she was like, the business that she was there for assented, and she should leave. But he was like, no, she can't actually live like that because he has actually fallen in love. He has started treating her better, doing some massage, a lot of things that see him, and just felt that she's the understanding type that understands him and the kind of business he does, and for the fact that she could actually come in and play the role of a wife for him to actually get the business done, and she's actually what his wife, so he actually proposed. But the season 2 will be coming out very soon on Thursday. Thank you. So what's the lesson that you've actually learned? Because I actually felt that Chris was wrong by the whole thing he actually did. That's not the right way to actually bring someone into business. If you actually want someone to actually be partner with you in business, you go the right way, and everything needs the person's